While I was reviewing the Extended School Year Services report, I noticed that Tommy's IEP still indicates more data needed. Now, in Tommy's case, we just had an IEP meeting in the beginning of April. As a result, I really don't feel that there's need to to have a full team meeting at this time. But we do need to determine whether or not he meets extended school year criteria. What I could do at this time is pull up the extended school year criteria and determine, do I feel he meets the need for extended school year? In this case, I'm going to say I don't think he does. I'm going to go around to each of the team members at school and have a brief conversation with them and see if they feel that he needs extended school year services. This is a form that is helpful for you. You don't have to use this extended school year form, which is available on this hyperlink on SPED Forms, but it is a helpful tool if you choose to use it. At this time, we don't require it. Now, let's say all the team members agree that it isn't needed. What we would do is I would then contact the parent by phone and explain the situation, say we just met on April 1st. I don't feel that we really need to have a meeting at this time, although we certainly could. If the parent says, no, I don't want to have a meeting, then you would complete this form, which I did take the liberty of doing so you don't have to watch my painful typing as I keep correcting myself. It was determined that extended school year services were not necessary for Tommy because as he did not meet criteria, contacted them by phone, and then we also need to select something at the bottom. There isn't a great tool on this one, but what I would suggest is you select ESY services and delete it. Now note at the bottom of the page, record the changes in the current IEP, attach the amended IEP, and send it along with a prior written notice and parental consent to the parent. So what we have to do, we select Save, we print this form, we also go into the IEP, and on the services page, we would change that to say no. We would click Save. We would then print the entire IEP, which has now been amended, and then we would go into the parent consent. And again, I did take the liberty of completing this. If you want an example of how to complete a prior written notice for extended school year, you can pause and make some notes at this time. And then I would send, if the parents are in agreement, I would send home the prior written notice with parental consent, the new IEP, and the agreement to amend form. And the parents would need to return the agreement to amend as well as the parental consent. If you have any further questions, don't be afraid to ask.